We're at this really interesting point in time where two massive forces are colliding: the absolute urgency to protect our planet and the crazy fast pace of digital technology. So today, we're diving into a project called Digital Nature that sits right at that intersection. Its goal? Nothing less than helping to green our future. And this brings us to a huge question, one that sounds almost like science fiction. Can the next generation actually code a greener planet? It's a wild thought, but it's the core challenge that's being tackled right now. Okay, so to really get how this is even possible, we first have to understand the world young people are growing up in. It's not just one single challenge they're facing, it's two, happening all at once. See, on one hand, you've got this immense environmental urgency they're inheriting. We're talking climate change, pollution, sustainability, the whole shebang. But on the other hand, they live in a digital-first world where skills like coding, design, and just general tech savviness are absolutely fundamental. These two realities are smashing together, and today's students are living right in the middle of it. So, what do? How do you possibly build a bridge between the fight for the planet and the essential skills of the future? Well, this is exactly where the Digital Nature Project comes in. So what is Digital Nature exactly? Well, yeah, it's about increasing environmental awareness, for sure. But here's the kicker, the part that changes everything. Its main goal is to empower students to actually create digital products using technology. This is a huge shift, right? It's the difference between passively learning about a problem and becoming an active creator of the solution. And listen, this isn't just some vague, feel-good idea. It's a real, structured program. The whole point is to forge a new generation of what you might call eco-creators, people who are totally fluent in both the language of ecology and the language of technology. The journey for these eco-creators follows this really smart logical path. First, you have to truly understand the environmental issues. Then, you've got to master the digital tools. And finally, this is the magic step. You combine that knowledge and those skills to create something with real purpose. Because think about it, an app about recycling is pretty useless if you don't understand the supply chain. And knowing all about the supply chain doesn't help much if you can't build the app. You absolutely need both. So let's break down that first step, understanding the issues. We're not talking about a quick summary here. Students are doing a deep dive into the real-world mechanics of our environmental crisis, from the actual chemistry of pollution and the physics of climate change to the nitty-gritty logistics of recycling and sustainability. The foundation has to be solid, grounded in hard facts. And that deep knowledge connects directly to the second step, mastering the tools. So students aren't just sitting around discussing problems, they're learning to code, they're practicing digital design, they're producing videos. These are the modern tools for communication and innovation, the very skills you need to build actual solutions, whether that's a cool educational game about ocean plastics or a powerful documentary about local conservation efforts. But the vision here gets even bigger. It goes way beyond just one student and their computer screen. The project has a much broader, more ambitious goal, and it's all about connecting for the planet. And this piece is absolutely critical. Climate change and pollution, they don't care about borders, so our solutions can't either. The project is designed to foster global awareness by getting students from different countries to collaborate. Just imagine it, students in Brazil co-designing a water purity sensor app with students in Japan, sharing data and ideas in real time. Now that's how you build a truly global movement, not just a bunch of isolated projects. So when you put all these pieces together, the deep environmental knowledge, the powerful tech skills, and that global collaboration, you end up with a really powerful conclusion. We're talking about giving the next generation the tools to, quite literally, code a greener future. This quote from the project's mission statement, it just nails it. Enabling them to develop digital products using technological tools. Pay attention to that word, enabling. It isn't about telling students what to think. It's about giving them the tools to build and to lead the way themselves. That right there is pure empowerment. And that, of course, brings us to the final incredible question. When you arm a generation with a deep understanding of the planet's biggest challenges, and you give them the powerful digital tools to actually do something about them, what kind of future will they build?